Bonjour classe, aujourd'hui c'est mardi le 8 janvier and today we are going to, or what we did discuss was, actually we reviewed the verb être, which means to be, and the forms of être and places. We played a matching game with it. Before that, of course, as usual, we did our warm-up. So I'm going to go over here to weekly warm-ups, scroll down, click on the PowerPoint, wait for it to come up. And this was our warm-up today. Okay, basically what we did was we copied the phrase down, which I made it in bigger font so you could see it. And we discussed what this meme was talking about. So we have three dogs talking to this dog, and we all assumed it was a French poodle, even before we looked at the phrase. And then the phrase, one of the dogs is talking, and he says, "Bonjour, comment vous appelez-vous? Comprenez-vous? Shucks, boys, this poodle is no more French than I am." So first of all, what we discussed was the fact that the dog used vous, which meant that apparently he did not know this poodle. Well, two reasons he used vous. One, because he didn't know her, or even if he did know her, apparently it was someone that was an adult. And of course, comment vous appelez-vous means what's your name. So, first time he's ever met the dog, and he wants to know what the dog's name is. So that's why he used vous. It's formal situation. Had he known the dog for a while, first of all, he wouldn't have asked the dog his name, and he would have just said salut and asked him how ça va or whatever. But anyway, and then he says comprenez-vous, do you understand? Because the dog didn't answer back. So he's wondering, okay, do you understand me? And of course, the dog didn't answer again. In fact, if you notice, he's the only one, the one in the middle here. Whoops, back up. I touched the screen, so of course that's what happens when you do that. So anyway, we discovered that, first of all, there were some assumptions made, that the meme actually is trying to say that just because somebody looks a certain way doesn't necessarily mean that that person portrays, or rather that person speaks the language, okay? And so we discussed how people with Latino last names, for example, don't necessarily mean that they speak Spanish, okay? Just because this poodle is a French poodle, this doesn't mean that the French poodle knows how to speak French. And that goes even deeper. So basically what we came up with was the meme was saying, don't judge a book by its cover, because you never know what's underneath. So that was the meme. And then, so after the meme, like I said, we reviewed the verb être, the being verb. So hang on a second. Okay, so I had to look for the notes on the verb être. This is on my French 2 pre-AP notes and activities. So we played a matching game, and we reviewed what the forms of être were. So être is to be. Okay, that's the infinitive. Je suis, I am. Tu es, you are, to a friend. Il, elle, on est, he, she, one is. Nous sommes, we are. Vous êtes, you or y'all are. Ils sont, elles sont, they are, masculine and feminine. And then we just kind of reviewed a little bit of when we use the verb être to describe people, places, and things, to say where we are, and to say where we're from. So we played a game with that and with the places, matching it up. And that is all we did today. Bon après-midi. Au revoir.